This is Eunice Kim, and this is my project for EE3320, and this is project 1.3, which is about a 4-bit adder, subtractor, and comparator circuit. And now this is my code in Vivado, which is written in Verilog. And this is my test bench. And here is my schematic. So if you look at here, carry in is the input here, and A and B and the selector is also going in as inputs. Now the selector here would select 0 or 1, which will decide whether the circuit will perform addition or subtraction. Now the output is carry out, sum, and whether it is equal, greater, or less. And now I run simulation. This will take a bit. Okay, here is my simulation. Now here, A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 0, and since the selector is 0, this will perform addition, which shows the sum as 0, and since 0 is equal to 0, the equal will output a 1 here. Now this is the same as before, but except the carry in is set as 1, which would output the sum of 1. Now here it is selector is equal to 1, so it will perform subtraction instead, which will still output 0 as the sum, since 0 minus 0 is still 0. And here A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 3, and the selector is set to 0, which would output the sum of 5. And if you look at the comparator here, it is 2 is less than 3, so less is set to 1. Here, carry in is 1, so this will output 6 instead of the 5. Here, selector is set to 1, so this will perform subtraction. And 2 minus 3 is equal to minus 1, which is 1, 1, 1, 1 in binary and 2's complement. Now this is outputting F, which is 15, because the program does not recognize 2's complement, and instead just writes that as a 15, which is also 1, 1, 1, 1. So that's why it's doing that. Here, A is C, which is 12, and B is set to 4, and 12 minus 4, well, no, sorry. Here the selector is set to 0, so 12 plus 4 is equal to 16, which is gonna show 0 at the sum, but this time the carry out is equal to 1, so this has actually 5 bits, and the exceeding bit goes over to the carry out instead. And now since 12 is greater than 4, the greater function is set to 1 instead. Here the carry in is set to 1, so this is gonna output 17 instead, so the sum is 1 and the carry out is still 1, so that's 17. And here the selector is set to 1, so this is going to perform subtraction, and 12 minus 4 is 8, which is the sum right here. And that's it. Thank you.